Welcome to lesson number 5. Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders, lift them up and curl them over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Interlock your fingers. Do a good job. Waist exercise. Look at the heel of your opposite shoe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane, outreached arms, use that waist to come down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remembering that I have a shoulder problem, so I don't always do everything correctly. Touch toe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands at your waist, turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful, shift your weight, kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, shift weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands at your waist, kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman, opening up your stance, parallel feet, Cross and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good golden cockerel. Remember why you're in class. You're in class to learn something new. You're in class to refine what you know. Leave the stuff that you already know aside. Open up your mind. Stretch it out a little bit more. Okay, opening up our stance slightly. Shifting our weight. Up. Golden cockerel. Down. Opening up our stance. Shifting our weight. Up. Concentrating on a danten. Down. Up. Center. Hold it there. Down, up, tuck your butt, think about what you're doing, concentrating. One more set. Right hand on the outside, right foot coming up, kicking out in line. Shifting our weight. Using our cross to help us with our balance. As we come up, our cross is made at the same time, gradually. Consolidating energy closer to our body as we cross, but then yet expending it once we have our balance. Last one. Holding our ball in a T stance, root down, out and to the side, bow stance. Making sure that front hand, our tips are at least eye level, your glance way out into infinity, smooth it out, T stance, at the same time hold your ball for balance, L stance, bow stance, sit back, twist step, hold the ball at the same time you T stance it, L stance, bow stance, sit back, twist step, T stance, L stance, bow stance. One more set, sit back, twist step, T stance, L stance, bow stance. Hold your stance. Now, are your knee and your toes in line? Is your left hand cocked to the side of your pants? Is your right hand, the forward hand, serving the person in front of you about eye level? Bring it up a little bit more. Is your glance way out into infinity? Is your left foot, the knee straight out? Is your silk silver thread allowing you to stay upright rather than favor your front? Sit back all the way till it hurts. There's hardly any weight on the front so that you can pivot all the way around and at the same time form your ball as you firmly plant your weight on your back foot. Coming out clearly to the side to make a nice L stance, bow stance. And just the way you corrected the elements on the other side, you correct and internalize what were the things that she said I should check, and you check it yourself. It's all about self-evaluation. Now, put your hands down, drag your foot back, and stop, and look at your feet. Is that where you want it? So what is it that we're looking for? We're looking for a space within the 2 feet. If it's too close, next time, come out and to the side a little bit more. Okay? So everybody is different, okay? But essentially, everybody has to adhere to this because we want to save our knees. We want to come out into the side clearly so that there is at least a gap about this amount. Could be a little smaller for the smaller people, but even at that, it should come out a little bit bigger, but not that big just because you can do it, because that's wrong. Once you have that done well, make sure then your knees and your toes are in line, and the other back foot takes a 45. But also remember that in this class, I see a lot of this going on, or this going on. So we want to pull back, we want to drill that silk silver thread in straight for better balance, okay? Now, one other thing that I assume you know, which doesn't hurt to hear it again. You don't want to come out into the side, flatten this up, and then do this, okay? Here again. You don't want to come out into the side, flatten up, and then make the adjustment. We don't want to do it because we want to save our knees. So what we want to do is a multitask. Out, shift, and turn at the same time. Okay? All right, remember that and try to implement it. Let's go with the 24. And the 24, although there's going to be, oh, Tai Chi walk. Okay, sorry. Tai Chi walk, and then that'll give me, actually, I didn't want to go with music, but I wanted to get into the 24. I want you to listen to my instructions, and I want to really think about what I'm saying and what you're doing, and leave what you normally do in the back, okay, way in the back end of your mind. So you're in a good Tai Chi posture. Out, pivot, heel, stretch. Sit back, out, align the hips and waist, heel, rotate, stretch. Keeping your Tai Chi posture. Sit back, out, shift, heel, turn, stretch. Sit back, twist, shift, heel, twist. Sit back, out, shift weight, heel, flat, adjust. Sit back, twist, shift, heel, flat. Sit back, twist, hold your ball, heel in hands, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, twist, shift, heel, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, twist, out, part the wild horse's mane. Half step forward, hold your ball. Sit back on your back foot as you spin it to the left. Lift up your hand, lift up your foot, up, and set. Drop your front foot, bisect. Look back. What happened to the left hand? Make sure it's up high. Ear, heel, hand. Brush your knee. Sit back, out, multitask, ear, heel, hand, brush your knee. Good Tai Chi posture, silk silver thread out. Look at your back end, ear, heel, hand, brush 3. Are you in good Tai Chi posture, or are you rushing to move on? Half step forward, sit back, play your lute. Is your lute played well? Is your right hand in line with the crux of your left elbow? Are you sitting back? Drop your front foot, center of the front hand open. Lift up higher on the back hand. Lift, ear, out, toe, heel. Ear, middle, slide forward, slide back. Center, open, higher, lift, ear, toe, heel. Pivot to the middle, repulse, 2. Center, open. Listen carefully. Up, stretch out the knee before you put your toe. then heel and ear, pivot, slide. Center open, weight on the back, lift, stretch out, then toe, then heel. Middle, slide, pivot, hold your ball. Now ask yourself, when you're holding your ball, is your ball the right size? Are you rooted down on your right? Are your hips and your waist addressed to that right foot? You have two hips. I don't want to see one hip going towards the door. Both are to the wall. Out and to the side, ward off. Use that front of the hand. Make sure it's up higher. Then flip it and meet it. Then gradually, gracefully bring it back as you sit back. All simultaneous movements. Now, only contact when your hips and waist are in line. Then contact, push, stretch out that back knee. Shoulder level, then roll back. Shoulder width, sorry. Then roll forward. Are you in good Tai Chi position? Is the silk silver thread holding you so that you're not favoring your front? Sit back. Twist step, right hand on the bottom. At the same time, you hold your T stance. Out and to the side, front of the hand to ward off. Addressing hips and waist. Then flip and grasp. Sit back at the same time. Only contact when your hips and waist are in line. Then push. Shoulder width, then roll back. Then roll forward. Sit back first. Twist at the cup, T stance at the cup, hook and across your face, step out, single whip. Sit back, twist step, am I right? Cloud hands. Middle or cup. 9 o'clock, flip and meet. Middle or cup is that stem of the top hand going down. Flip and open. Cup, flip and close. Middle, are you using your torso? Flip and open. Middle, flip and close. Middle, look at the backhand, hook it, cross your face, and then step out. At the same time, you turn your palm outward for a single whip. Half step, sit back, high pad on the horse. Cross. Out, palms down at the same time you step out. Shift your weight, cross your hands for better balance, and then kick out. Down, away from the back foot, the heel comes down. Look through your double punch, stretch out, but don't favor your front. Sit back, twist, left hand, left foot up, kick, out. Hook, heel in line with the toe, drop, halfway, pivot to the left and favor the left to set. Then up, golden cockerel. Toe down in line with that heel, pivot, hook, split, drop, halfway, pivot to the right to set, up, golden cockerel. Extend the knee, heel down, hold your ball at the same time. Heel out, hand out, maiden on her right. Sit back, out step, hold your ball, heel out, hand out, maiden on her left. Half step to the back without crossing your feet, setting up your right hand, bend the back knee to go to the bottom of the C. One hand, two hands, start in the middle, extend the knee, heel out, flash arms like a fan. Sit back, twist step, one sweep up, heel down, elbow down as you deflect, out, parry, and punch. Touch, open your fingers, roll back, roll forward. Are your fingertips up higher? Are you looking out, gazing outward into infinity? Sit back, open step, in step, off the ground, cross in the At the same time you're moving, rotate, out, separate, drop your shoulders. Everything make yourself small as you drop your shoulders. Wrap around, heel comes up, toe down, heel down, closing 4. Okay, very good. All right. I need a variety. Sorry. All right, move up, move up. The lesson's going to begin. All the good stuff. So hopefully when we keep on doing it, this will probably be the pattern of how we're going to do our lessons for novice, that you will latch onto something that's different from what you have in your own Tai Chi for the 24 and sort of refined on your own way. Everybody's on their individual Tai Chi journey, and some need to clean up their alignment. Some need to synchronize so that the ball is held at the same time the T-step comes in. All need to then think about where you're looking and where the hand is and get away from this and get away from this, okay? So all those things are individual projects on your own. And overall, I can see that people are checking, they're reevaluating what they're doing. So we're on a good journey right now. All right. We looked at maiden works or shuttle. We looked at serpent in the grass. And I want to review that, see if you've improved, okay? So let's take it from, I'll introduce a new one and we'll go review that one. But let's start from the beginning. Okay, no music this time. Commencing form, shift your weight slowly, then open, then toe, then down. Rotate, up, take a deep breath, shoulder level, then release, flex your knees. Left hand starts to hold the ball. At the same time you tee, here's your ball. Always synchronize that for safety. Out and to the side, move the bottom hand advances. Part the wild horses, making sure that glances ahead and that your left hand is up higher, looking at your tips. Sit back all the way, first, then pivot, shift your weight, hold your ball for balance. Heel out, bottom hand advances, make sure that hand is up higher. Sit back all the way. Don't be right in a rush to pivot. Hold your ball, heel. Part 3. Half step. All right, this is where I want to teach some things. You're on your toe on the back foot. You're going to spin the ball to the left. As you do it, your weight goes to the back foot. The other foot comes up on its toe. The hand is by your forehead. You lift it up. You set on your toe and your salute at the same time. You drop. You bisect. You look back. Some of you are looking back too far. I don't have to look back this way and twist my waist. All I'm doing is turning my torso to look at my top hand that's higher. The left hand should be about chest or breast level, not low on your waist, up higher. You're going to multitask. Ear, heel, ear, heel, hand. Here we go. Ear, heel, hand, turn the face, catch that ball in the center. Make sure that that left hand sits to the side of your thigh. Sit back. Twist step. Right hand up higher to your breast. Look at the left hand. Bring it to your ear. Set out your heel. Turn your face. Don't favor your front. Make sure you're in good Tai Chi position. Sit back all the way. As you twist, the hand comes to your breast. The hand comes up higher. Ear, heel, hand, face. Catch that ball in the center and ask yourself, are you too outreached? Is there a bend in your elbow? Is your toe and heel in line? And is your left hand sitting to the side? Half step forward. Is that right? Sit back, you're on your toe. Sit back on your back foot. Lift the front foot as if it were rocking. Set it on its heel at the same time, play your lute. Okay? Drop your front foot, center the front hand. Don't twist back too high, too far, but it's up higher. Open both palms. Now when you lift, I want the hand to come to your ear, but I want you to stretch out the knee. Ear, lift, stretch out the knee, heel, pivot to the middle as you come to the middle, then slide forward, slide back. Setting up for the next one, center and open. Put all the weight in the back, then lift up and stretch out that knee for a toe, heel. Pivot to the middle as you meet in the middle, and you repulse 2. Center, open up higher. Weight on the back, then lift. Ear, toe, heel. Pivot to the middle, repulse 3. Center, open, not too far back. Look back. Ear, toe, heel. Pivot 3. All right, I want to stop right there. Okay, because you're listening and doing the best you can, but you're not facing me, okay? So I want to make sure that you understand what I want. And this is not the first time that I've talked about it, so try to catch on. Catch on first by listening. Let it sift through your mind, and then try to make your body do what your mind says it should do. It's not an easy motion, and even though you think you've gotten it, even I think I've gotten it, I still need improvement. And it all has to do with how well you can hold your weight on either foot as you go in a backwards motion. Okay? So you fully have to get your weight on one foot before you can come up and advance. Advance meaning going backwards, okay? So when you play your lute, you're like this, okay? If you're not sitting back and you're forward, you're going to have to somehow do a funny kind of repulsing of the monkey. It's not going to be safe, okay? So when we play our lute, we are sitting back. Here it's setting us up for repulsing. If we sit back only partially because we feel that our back leg is not strong enough, it will actually be in your detriment. It will be a disadvantage, okay? So heel comes up as you sit back. Remember I said all the weight is on the back. So when it's on the back and I center, and this is what I mean, you don't want to come back like this because that's pulling you back. That's not going to give you good balance. You want to come side and slightly more. Directly across from you and slightly more, okay? Then that's up higher. You're going to weight on the back. This foot now, when I say extend the knee, it doesn't mean this, because this does not mean extend the knee. Most of you are doing, or some of you are doing this. That's not extending my knee. If my knee is extended, it has to come out this way. So I'm centering, weight on the back. I come up, up. I extend my knee, but I was wobbly there because I was trying to make a point. But at the same time, you extend the knee, here's your safety right here. Here's your safety. Down, here, and here. Other side. Weight on the back. Lift up. Extend the knee, out, down. Pivot. At the same time, move your hands, then slide down. Do you want to try it? See, when you try it, you're trying it the way I showed you, not what you're used to, okay? Now, when you try it and you say, I'm going to fall. If you have that sensation that you're not going to do it right, you don't have to go as high or as extreme a distance, but I don't want you to say it's too hard and keep this knee bent and make this. I want you to at least try to come up, extend, and then down. Okay? Can you try that and still be safe? Okay, so the reason why I say that, if you learn it correctly and undo something that it's a habit now, it's going to be safer in the long run, okay? And this component, this movement has so many components, plus we're moving backwards, but that's why it makes it difficulty. So everybody, including myself, finds a little niche, finds a way out. But in the long run, it's safer to do it fully with the instructions I just gave you.
Just a brief hint on how to centralize and maintain balance. You're here, you put your hand out here. Now you're symmetrical. This leg is out here, this arm is out here, but everything is central. Before you move, you keep this as solid, and you bring this, you're bringing almost a simultaneous movement, or at least you're bringing it some in here, some in here. It's not this and then this. It's central. Out. When you come back from here, you bring it all together, and you're going to shoot out. Just as I was out here like this, I'm now out like I'm going to be out this way. You understand? Out. Central. Out. You get what I'm trying to say? You're trying to maintain your centeredness, but you use your extremities to accentuate that or to help you. You're out here. You can, if you practice just doing this, and then the rest comes as easy. You're here, then you just turn. You're just turning here, and everything drops into place. Up. Or, in fact, my foot was too early. Up. Everything moves. Okay. So use your hands. That's what hands and legs to help yourself.
Huh? Am I on? Yeah. Let's try it, and then we can see whether. So you want to come forward a little bit because we're going backwards. Come forward a little bit more, okay? So we can do several, okay? Okay, let's play our lute. Left foot on a line, right foot on the other line, drag it back, 45-degree it. Weight on the back as our positioning of our hands. Left hand in the center, right hand at the crux of our left elbow. Right? Put your weight on the right, on the back, open, higher, lift, stretch out, ear, heel, pivot, and meet, and then slide. Center, open up higher, weight on the back, lift, ear, toe, heel, pivot, slide, making sure that you extend the knee. Center, open high, lift, weight on the back, extend the knee, then toe, heel. Pivot to the middle, repulse. Center, open, weight on the back, then lift, extend the knee, then toe, heel. Pivot to the middle as you meet, and slide. One more. Center, open, weight on the back, lift, extend, and then toe and heel. Middle, repulse, monkey. All right, so be honest. How many think in doing this drill that you change something from what you used to do? How many change something? All right, if you are raising your hand and you did change, then my teaching is effective. Okay, so those of you who were shy about it, then it shows me that I didn't reach out to you. So there are times when I get my feedback from what you tell me by showing or gesturing, okay? Now, one more step up. If you say that you now can change or understand how to do repulsing of the monkey a little bit better, you're going to have to keep that in your mind and you're going to have to try to implement it. Once that section or segment, and it hopefully is extending the knee and out, if it is one segment and you get it down well, then you're more apt to take on another. But if you say that was the only hardest part that I didn't really get, and now I get it from today's lesson, then put it all together. Put it all together. See the bigger picture. Okay? So what makes Tai Chi interesting and stimulating and challenging is that once you think you got it, you really didn't get it, because there are layers in which you can improve on. So you want to isolate a small area where you can fix up, because that's part of learning. But when you do get it, add on a little bit more and see a bigger picture. After you get a movement such as repulsing as a monkey well, then you look at the transitions. How did you get in? How do you get out? And then you move on. Okay? All right, let's, after repulsing of the monkey, the last one, okay? Pivot our right foot. Can we do that? Pivot our right foot, hold our ball on a T-stance. You're facing the clock. And remember that we said the hips, you have two hips. Two hips have to be straight like your right foot. The left hip cannot be turning because you know that's where you're going to turn, because you're going to hurt yourself in the long run. Both hips are in line with the right foot, and your ball is in the center of your body. You're weighted down or rooted down on your right. Out and to the side, nice clearance. Move that bottom hand, ward off. Then flip and join. And as you come down, your weight is in the back so that you have to lift up your front foot. Don't go too far back. Now this one here, do not contact until your hips and waist are square. Open up fully, shoulder width away, then roll back. Drop down as if you're making yourself small, then slowly get back up to roll forward. Sit back, everybody's forgetting to sit back, then twist, then right hand, hold the ball at the same time you T-stance. Out and to the side, forearm your opponent. Make that adjustment in the back foot, flip him down, and gracefully drag him down. Sitting back, I shouldn't see flat feet. Then turn, only contact when your hips and waist are addressed to that front foot. Shoulder width, roll back. Make yourself small, roll forward. Sit back, twist at the same time, cup. That'll help you position yourself out to the 9 o'clock. T-step cup, hook and look. Across your face, turn as you step out. That's how you do single whip. All right, holding our ball. Okay, ready? Right hand on the bottom to hold your ball. Step out to the right. Out and to the side, ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Pull them down, pull them back, sitting back. Turning, squaring first, then contact push. Open, roll back. Make yourself small as you roll forward. Sit back, twist, cup, T-stance, cup. Look at the hooked hand in the back. Across your face, as you step out with your heel, your hand turns and you're doing a single whip. Sit back, cup, 12 o'clock. Parameter 1, make sure that you're using your your torso, your face of your clock is way over at 3 o'clock. Middle or cup, way over at 9 o'clock before you flip and close. 12 o'clock, stem of the hand goes down as you cup. Way over as you open to flip at 3 o'clock, cup. Way over 9 o'clock, flip, meet, close. Middle or cup. 3 o'clock, use your torso, use your waist. Cloud hands. Way over 9 o'clock, flip, meet. 12 o'clock, hook the backhand, look at it, across your face, step out, turn that palm, single whip. Now look at your parameters. Are you beyond your toes? Is your left hand, the fingertips, are you at least eye level or slightly higher? Is your hook hand in? Is your back foot at 45? Is there a clearance? Come down, half step. Now, this is half step. This is sit back. When you sit back, all the energy comes back. And the natural thing to do is open your palms in a natural, not contrived way. As a result, your left foot stays on its toe. Then pat your horse by bringing the front hand to the front and center as your left hand sits to the side. Balance there. Cross at the wrist. Step out, palms down, veer to your left, not forward. Up with your cross and your foot at the same time to kick. Now, heel goes to the right, away from that back foot. Hands come near to your body, then lifts up, and then you make your punch and you look through it, making sure you're in good Tai Chi posture. Sit back. When you sit back, everything comes back, including you're on your heel, to allow yourself to fully pivot. As you pivot and change your weight, you cross for better balance. Then you kick out. Then you hook. And then you find that good toe down in line with your heel. You drop. The backhand sets to the side of your thigh. You pivot and you veer to the left. I shouldn't see people in the forward position, but to the left. All right, turn around. Okay, so when you do serpent in the grass, you're like this. You did a kick. You come in. You come down. You drop, but this is dropping. Everything comes down because you want to get this way. You drop halfway, weight on the back, lets you to move and go towards your left. So you're not forward, you're left, up, down, but when you pivot, it should be in line, out, drop, weight on the back to allow me to pivot to my right, and then up this way, okay? Then down. Okay. So in serpent in the grass, make sure that although we're parallel to the wall, once we pivot, we need to make sure that we veer to the left, then down here, then veer to the right, as if we were doing maiden where she does left and right or right and left in a zigzag position, okay? Huh? I know. All right. Raise up your hand and tell me if you think you can improve or need something to improve. So you found something where you need to improve. Okay, and that goes for repulsing of the monkey and now serpent in the grass. So you made the right choice to come to class and not just say, oh, all I want to do is do non-instructional. So now your goal is to learn something, which you did, learn it even better by practicing it, at non-instructional. Just because the music comes on, it makes you feel good. It makes you go back to your same old ways. But you have to tell yourself, I need to get better. And the only way to get better is to remember what to do that you just learned and practice that, so that becomes very natural. And I can almost tell you that with new changes and improvements, your body will like it even better. It wouldn't be rebelling, saying, I got an ache here, I got an ache here. Again, we've all gone through it. And even though we think we're right and there's an ache, we look back on it and said, hey, maybe we're doing something wrong, all right?
Some of the Tai Chi masters have a saying, you have to do Tai Chi for 10 years before you really start to learn about Tai Chi. And that's, it doesn't have to be 10 years, but I think you get the idea. Most of you are past the sequencing, but now it's the learning of Tai Chi. And everybody gets a little bit of a different insight of this 24 movement monster. And some of it is just basic, some of it is just peculiar to the given movement. So I think just remembering that probably helps you a lot more. What I was thinking about was just a basic thing of a Tai Chi walk. And it's taken me a long time to figure this out. Okay? The Tai Chi walk, you're open, you come out this way, and the temptation is to just flip your foot out and just come forward. And that's, you come out this way and you do this. Our master used to tell us, remember to bow the knee. But he said it in Chinese, so I couldn't quite figure it out. He would show it to us. But if you're out this way, this leg helps you to be able to do whatever you want in this way, because you've already bent your knee and you set it up. Okay? Then before you turn this knee, this foot has to start to get the energy. So we step from here, turn the waist a little bit to open, but I'm still, the knee is here. Start to put the knee down, then I translate. The weight is this way, it's not this way, okay? And it's for all of the stuff, whether you're doing 10 form, whether you're doing 16 form, etc. You're out here, here, out. Foot is starting to gain the weight, then you let go. Not here, stuck, and then do. Not good, because that's not. Or you're out here and you start to do this, and you're moving everybody, okay? It has to be footing, start to begin putting the weight, and then as you go, you let the pressure off this knee coming up in this way. Almost standing up and not a transverse movement this way. It's up. Don't make it too obvious that you're coming up, but it's bow, up.
What you don't want to do is kill your knees. So one thing, you want to keep a clear distance, and once you have a clear distance, this will allow you enough room. If you don't give yourself enough distance and you say, this is the best I can do, it's so cramped, your knees are going to take a beating. Now, the sequel to that is, okay, I could get a clear gap here, but if you do flatten this first and then do this, it's at a detriment. So you want to make sure that this is done together, okay? And that's the most natural way. Sometimes when we teach, it's making sure you get every element in, but you're gonna have to remember, connect the dots and round it out. All right, we're gonna end with the 16, which is your favorite. And then when we do it, we're gonna open our mind and say, hey, I need to learn it. What is it that she's trying to tell me to look for? Don't forget about the same old way that you always do it. Here we go. Commencing form. Open. rotate, up, down, hold your ball, part the wild horse's mane 1, sit back, twist step as you hold your ball, shift your weight, heel out, part the horse's mane 2, half step forward, hold your ball, spin it as you sit back on your back foot, lift up the left hand, lift up the right foot, set it on its toes, white crane. Bisect as you dropped, look back at your left hand, set out your heel as you bring your ear and hand down to brush your knee. Sit back, out step, left hand to the waist, right hand up higher, heel, multitask, catch that ball in the center, counterbalance the left. Sit back fully, then twist, shift your weight and fist. Deflect as you put your heel down, veer to the right, pull it in, then parry, and then punch, making sure that punch is a little higher, making sure that that crux of your elbow is in line with that left hand. Is that right? Then what is the next step? Strip, open your fingers, roll back, then roll forward, make that energy work for you. Pivot on the back as you start to form your hook. T stance, then out. I forgot to say pivot on your front. Single whip. Half step as you swirl your hand to shift your weight. Rock the front foot. Play your lute just the way that your positioning of your hands was for repulsing. Middle, open. Weight on the back as you lift and bring it to your ear. Extend the knee, toe, heel. Pivot as you meet. Slide forward, slide back. Weight on the back as you open. Lift, extend the knee and bring it to your ear for safety. Heel, meet in the middle, pivot. Repulse 2. Pivot on the front. When you pirouette on the back, your right hand comes up as if you were on your toes. When you kick out with your heel of your right, you form your ball for balance. Heel of your left comes out, left hand comes out, maiden on her left, using your torso to get there. Sit back, in step, right hand on the ball of the bottom, right heel out, right hand out, using the torso to maiden on her right. Half step to the back as you set up your left hand, positioning straight away to go to the bottom of the C, counterbalancing, up one hand, two hands, start in the middle, out with your heel as you advance your flash arms. Sit back. Twist step as you fully sit back, cup, parameter 1, cloud hands. Way out on the extremity of your face of your clock. Shift your weight to the middle, or right and then middle, close, flip meet. Middle, get ready to flip and open. Middle, flip and close and do a ball and a T stance. Out and to the side, ward off, forearm them out. Flip and gracefully bring down the bird. Make sure you're squared with your hips and waist before you contact, gazing outward, rolling back, rolling forward, sit back, twist step, T stance, hold your ball, ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Contact, push. Make yourself small and then roll up. Let's do this really well. Sit back, twist and drop, open and open. Good Tai Chi posture, close and close. Shift your weight to the left, right hand on the inside to embrace the tiger. Up, rotate, push with your left. Shoulder width, then drop and disappear. Make yourself small. Wrap around, heel, off, toe, down. So in going slowly, we're aware of our body movements, we're aware of our thinking pattern, and we're aware of where our energy is going. And that's what all Tai Chi is about. It's not, I know where to do my hands and what the next movement is. That's not what Tai Chi is. So you want to take it down. You want to say, I'm good. I can slow it down. I have more muscle strength, and I have good memory because I've done this X amount of time. Okay? So always challenge yourself, and I know that you did a good job.